Let's go, man.
You're welcome to Semliki National Park. Here where we are, this is Empire Vista Center, where we register all visitors who come to see this park. Basically, this park is found in the Bundibugyo District, and it is one of the 10 Uganda famous national parks, and the second smallest among the few. This is the extension of Ituri Forest in Congo, and it lies in the western arm of the Great East African Rift Valley, and it is branded as a true bird's haven. Semliki is known for special birds live around the springs we have come to see. We have special birds that do not go beyond this limit, and bird watchers find it a hot spot to look for those special birds. The list is big, it's around 40 bird species among the few.
What special birds do you have?
Among the special birds we have the hornbills, black casket wattled hornbill, white crested hornbill, and many others. Semliki is bordering in the west. We have River Semliki, which we share with Congo. North of the park, where you came from, those flat areas, they are called Semliki Flats. They extend to Lake Albert. And in the southeast of the park, those sharp rising mountains are part of Rwenzori Ranges. So as we move to the Mer hot spring, you'll be seeing a mountain rising 90 degrees sharp up. Those are part of Rwenzori Ranges. We call it Mount Rwenzori Ranges because there are many that form one. That's why we call it Rwenzori Mountains. We have two hot springs. We shall start with the female hot spring and end with the male hot spring. They were named in respect of the culture here. Among the Bwamba, they happen to be a clan called the Bamaga, who are actually the owners of these springs. They believe the female ancestral spirits are at the female hot spring, and the reverse is true to the male hot spring. The genesis of all this is that in the early days, there used to be a man. His work was to go and hunt in the forest. One day he didn't turn up. They sent a team which mounted a search for 2 days. They found his spear back lost at the present male hot spring, meaning that man could have disappeared where? At the male hot spring. And that man was called Bitente. So when they went back to the community, telling the wife that your husband was nowhere, but we found his back lost, a dog and a spear, the woman also had to go and look for what? For the man. She also disappeared at where? At the present female hot spring, and the woman is called Nyansimbi. Okay? So, since then, they believe the ancestral spirits can help in their livelihood. Sometimes women who are barren, women who have failed to get husbands, come for search at the female hot spring, and men go for wealth, and they would go for interclan fights before they seek superpowers from what? From the male hot spring. So we call them that to respect the culture here. But when you reach there, you will not see the sign of a male or a sign of a female. Okay? Why do we have hot springs here? Remember, we are in the Rift Valley. We are near the Earth's mantle, whereby we have, this is a surface manifestation of the geothermal gradient. All this is proving to us we have superheated rocks underneath, whereby We have the fault lines which allow water to ooze out as a hot spring. So this is a sign of a dormant volcano, whereby we have superheated rocks which are still active, and thank God we still have those superheated rocks and they are breathing. If there is no breathing, there could be an eruption like in other areas in Congo where we have got the Iragongo recent volcanic eruptions. So here they are still dormant, okay? So the do's and don'ts when we are in the forest: one, we have to stay as a group as we move. We have a network of trails whereby if you miss your friend, you are likely to end in Congo. That's one. Two, littering disfigures nature. If you have anything to throw in our dustbins. Everywhere we have them at the female and the male. Don't litter the place. Litter disfigures nature, and we strictly prohibit people littering. Thirdly, noise pollution. I'm not saying you keep quiet, but talk at a low volume, because there are some others who may be coming to look for special monkeys, those birds, and your noise may shun them away. Let's be responsible. With that, I think we begin with the what? With the female hot spring. You're welcome. Thank you. Kuteka kwa. You can put your egg.
Or you come this side, like, don't take
You help me. Just throw them there like that. Very fast. Otherwise, we shall keep here the whole day. An egg takes 10 minutes, the matoke 30 minutes, the meat takes 1 hour and 30 minutes. We boil everything here. And the water is 95 degrees Celsius. The water is alkali or salty, and pH is 8.5, so it's alkali on the pH scale. Another thing, it smells a lot of sulfur. The smell, like boiled egg, is hydrogen sulfide from the water, so it is good for the skin. That's why most of the water from the springs are medicinal, because of the presence of sulfur in it. It cleanses most fungal skin problems. These shallow pools sometimes move to other places. If there is any earth trauma or an earthquake, there is a tendency of having new ones forming somewhere. You may come back after 3 years and you are not able to boil from here, somewhere else, depending on the earth's movement. So when this hot spring stays more than 30, 40 years, they tend to have what we call the fountains or mine jet, the piling up of minerals or rocks from underground, and they end up forming what we call a mine jet or a fountain, and that is, they are the rocks called calcium carbonate rocks or travertines. So this is due to the accumulation of the what? Of these rocks. Somewhere here you can see they are forming, and as we get to the mine jet, you will see the formation of like terraces. It means have been piling for many years. It is natural. We are not the one who have made them. Surrounding around here we have grass that has adapted with hot water. Other grass that can't survive had died. So we have geothermal grass or cypress grass, and as you live to the bush, you get to the palms, which are hydrophytes, water-loving plants. Basically that. No, this is literal. It can't make it salty because there are other streams that will dilute it. Yeah. That's it. You can have photos, and the best way to have photos is by this. The cameraman should be this side, and you have that background of the mountain. Others can sit there for solo pictures.
Amanya gange bampita Esther Moding. ebindese mu Fort kwe kulambula ekibuga Fort nga kye kisooka, okulambula olubiri lw'Etooro, then ekirala Semuliki Hot Springs.
Many people around Kampala, Uganda, tebajjangako Fort Portal.
Upon all Ugandans that we should explore our country. You can see this beauty behind me. It is so sad that people traveling from along the world know these places more than we Ugandans. I'm so happy that this team came here. We stayed 2 days together and they have liked the place. Hope to host more groups.
Hey!